Do you think you truly understand Gemini? Do you see them as the witty, charming social butterfly of the zodiac, flitting from one conversation to the next, a whirlwind of fascinating facts and fleeting passions? Do you believe their infamous inconsistency is just a harmless quirk, their tendency to get bored a sign of simple flightiness? If so, you have only seen the shimmering surface, the dazzling light of one twin, and you remain dangerously unaware of the other. Beneath the laughter and the lightning-fast wit lies a mind of profound complexity, a sovereign territory with unbreachable borders. Gemini's duality isn't just about having two opinions. It's about a sacred internal freedom they will protect at any cost. When that freedom is threatened, when their core principles are violated, they won't argue. They won't scream or stage a dramatic confrontation. They will do something far more chilling. They will simply cease to exist in your world. The vibrant connection you thought you had will vanish, not with a bang, but with an absolute, unnerving silence. It is not an act of anger. It is an act of erasure. Today, we uncover the 5 cardinal sins that will provoke this ultimate disappearing act, the lines you must never cross if you wish to remain in the brilliant, ever-changing orbit of a Gemini. Are you prepared to look into the mirror they hold up and see if you are guilty? #### the first sin, caging their mind. For a Gemini, intellectual freedom is as essential as oxygen. Their mind is a vast, open landscape, constantly seeking new horizons, new ideas, and new perspectives. To attempt to fence this landscape in with dogma, rigid beliefs, or willful ignorance is the gravest of offenses. It is an attempt to suffocate their very soul. Imagine trying to convince the wind to blow in only one direction. This is what it feels like for a Gemini when you dismiss their curiosity, mock their eclectic interests, or stubbornly refuse to entertain a thought that exists outside your comfort zone. They will present you with a fascinating new idea, and you will meet it with "that's just stupid." They will share a complex perspective, and you will counter with a simplistic, unchangeable opinion. In that moment, they don't just see a difference of opinion. They see a locked door. They see a mind that has stopped growing. And for a Gemini, stagnation is a form of death. Have you ever found yourself shutting down their crazy ideas or telling them to be more practical? Each time you do, you are adding another bar to a cage they were never meant to inhabit. They will not fight you to be free. They will simply become the air and slip through the bars, leaving you alone in the prison you built. If you treasure the Gemini in your life, consider this. Is your mind a playground for them, or is it a courtroom? #### the second sin, the poison of possessiveness. Geminis belong to the world, not to one person. Their social nature isn't about collecting friends. It's about collecting experiences, perspectives, and sparks of energy. They thrive on the flow of human connection. To try and dam this river for yourself is a fatal miscalculation. Jealousy, control, and possessiveness are toxic to them. When you question every friend they have, monitor their social interactions, or demand that their world shrink to revolve only around you, you are not showing love. You are declaring war on their fundamental nature. You are trying to clip the butterfly's wings and demanding it stay on your shoulder. Their loyalty is not proven by isolation, but by choice. They choose to return to you from their worldly explorations. But if you make them feel guilty for their freedom, if you create drama every time they spread their social wings, their choice will become painfully clear. They will not choose you. They will choose themselves every time. Their love is a gift, freely given, but their freedom is a right they will never surrender. Are you a safe harbor they delight in returning to, or a gilded cage they are plotting to escape? #### the third sin, wielding their words against them. A Gemini's words are their currency, their art, and their most vulnerable extension of self. They share stories, secrets, and half-formed thoughts with you as a sign of ultimate trust. They are testing the waters, inviting you into the fast-flowing river of their consciousness. The most unforgivable betrayal is to take these sacred offerings and turn them into weapons. To bring up something they told you in confidence during an argument, to mock a vulnerability they shared, or to twist their words to win a petty battle is an act of profound violence. You are not just hurting their feelings, you are contaminating their sanctuary. You are teaching them that their own mind is not a safe place with you. The moment this happens, a switch flips. The open, expressive twin recedes, and the silent, observant twin takes over. They will watch you, analyze your every move, and catalog this betrayal in a mental ledger that never fades. They may forgive 1,000 other flaws, but they will never forget the time you made their own expression unsafe. And they will never, ever give you that part of themselves again. From that day forward, you will only ever get the performance, the charming facade, while their true self retreats to a place you can no longer reach. Think back on your last disagreement. Did you fight fair, or did you reach for the most personal, painful weapon you could find? #### The fourth sin, enforced monotony. The opposite of love for a Gemini is not hate, it is boredom. Not the boredom of a quiet Tuesday night, but the soul-crushing boredom of predictability. The sin of assuming you know everything about them, of putting them in a box and sealing the lid. A Gemini is not a single, finished novel. They are an entire library of stories, with new volumes being written every single day. When you stop being curious about them, when you stop asking questions, when you treat them as a solved puzzle, you are essentially telling them their story is over. This is an insult to their ever-evolving identity. Routines that become rigid ruts, conversations that circle the same 3 topics, a refusal to try new things or explore new places. These are the hallmarks of a relationship that is dying to a Gemini. They crave a partner in discovery, not a curator of a museum of past memories. If your presence in their life represents the end of adventure rather than the beginning of a new one, their internal compass will begin to point toward the exit. They need mental and experiential stimulation to feel alive, and if you cannot or will not provide it, they will seek it elsewhere, without a word of goodbye. When was the last time you truly surprised them, not with a gift, but with a new thought, a new plan, or a new side of yourself? #### Conclusion. The gift of their disappearance. When a Gemini leaves your life, understand that it is rarely a spontaneous decision. It is the culmination of 1,000 small moments, a verdict reached after countless internal deliberations. Their silence is not emptiness, it is a statement. It says, "This environment is no longer conducive to my growth. This connection no longer honors my freedom. I must go." They are not punishing you. In their own way, they are freeing you both. They are releasing you from the impossible task of trying to contain the uncontainable. But here is the final, brilliant truth. If you can learn to love a Gemini without needing to define, confine, or predict them, if you can become a partner in their endless dance of discovery, you will be rewarded with a love unlike any other. They will bring the entire world to your doorstep. They will show you a universe of ideas, fill your life with laughter, and mirror back to you the most brilliant and fascinating parts of yourself. Their loyalty, once freely earned, is absolute. The choice is yours. Are you a cage, or are you the open sky? Tell us your story. For the Geminis here, does this resonate with the silent goodbyes you've had to make? And for those who have loved a Gemini, have you ever felt the temperature drop, the conversation suddenly go quiet forever? Your experiences are a vital part of this cosmic puzzle. Share them in the comments below. And if you are ready to explore the hidden depths of all the zodiac signs, to move beyond sun sign stereotypes and into the heart of real astrology, then make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. There are so many more secrets hidden in the stars, waiting to be told. We'll see you on the next journey.